Welcome to the world where school never taught you what actually mattered and people raise their eyebrows when you ask practical, factual, and important questions. Hi guys, this is Prerna and welcome back to my channel. I am on a mission to make India talk about money without any taboo. Today we are going to discuss some questions which every one of us know are very important, are money questions. Let me discuss 5 questions which I come across very often and people are just really embarrassed or scared asking those questions, and we are going to address those elephants today. So number one question which is very common, is it okay to cut on our wedding expenses? Okay, let me give you an example. Let me tell you a story which happened few days back with me. I was traveling and there were two guys sitting next to me. I think they were in their 20s. One of them was rattling about all the wedding expenses, gifts, bouquets, decoration, menu, catering, and all the expenses which he need to bear, which is digging a huge hole in his pocket. And the other one was quietly listening to him. After some time, the second person told him, see, you can do off with a very few guests and just a very simple wedding. On this, the first person got a little offended and say, oh, it's very easy for you to say this because you had a very lavish wedding. The second person didn't get offended by this and he said very calmly, listen to me, I'll ask you a few questions and then we will decide what to do. So the questions he asked, number one, do you have a medical insurance for you and your family members? If no, do you have any emergency fund which is going to take care of that? No. If you don't have all that, do you have any other side income which will take care of all your problems and in case you lose your job or something? Next, he asked, what are the top 3 things without which you can't see this wedding happening? And last and not the least, which he asked, is that would you prefer having 500 guests and thousands of items on your menu or a peaceful mind and a self-financed honeymoon package? Well, the first person smiled and I think it made sense to him. Does it make sense to you? You will not be able to enjoy the things in future which you really like. So ask this question to yourself, ask this question to your partner before getting married, your family members, that how much expense you really want to have on your big day. Number 2, is having a baby will cost me heavily? And other Indian thing, the moment you get married, there are so many people after your life to have a baby. I know it is one of the most beautiful experience for a woman to have a baby, but thereafter it comes with lot of responsibilities, not just toward yourself but towards a baby. You are a provider, you have to provide for the baby, the medical attention, the vaccinations, the diapers, the school fees, the college fees, and what not. And all this does not come cheap these days. So make sure you are financially sound before you give into a societal pressure and bring someone in this world and make the things even more difficult for them as well. This should be a happy experience, this should be a good start and not something which can add more pressure in your life. It's so bad that people think that, oh, you are attaching a baby such a happy experience with money and this is not right. Please guys, give yourself a break because you are the ultimate one who is going to do all those things, provide for all those things for your kid, and it has to be good. Number 3, where will I be at the age of 50 with my current salary? Yes, face it. Face it. You need to face it. People do not calculate it that if their salary will grow at this particular pace, where will they be at the age of 50? How much would they accumulate at the age of 50? This is very important question. People are like, no, I will get a lot of increment and my savings will be more, I don't need to worry. You need to worry, you need to check your finances. Inflation is increasing sometimes even more at the pace which your salary is increasing. So don't just consider the increment which you are getting at salary, consider the inflation, how it is happening. Check the figure what will be there at the age of 50. Does it match with the kind of lifestyle you are living as of now? If not, it is going to be really difficult for you to adjust to a new life after retirement. So it's better to be prepared right now, right? What you can do, you can sit with a pen and paper and just identify one figure based on your monthly expenses, what it would be. not just your monthly expenses, what all your future needs would be, what your future needs for the kids, and come out with a certain figure. If your current monthly salary is not substantiating that, is not helping you to reach that point, you have two options. You can look for better jobs in the same field, or you can start earning a passive incomes, an additional source of income which will give you extra money, which will help you to reach that target. So it's very important to face that. Sometimes people are just scared, they don't want to see it because they know they can't do anything about the situation, they think they will not be able to do or change anything. You can change it only if you will face it. And that brings to our next question. If you are not doing all this, then how people say that if something wrong goes and something happens to me and I need a very expensive medical attention, what will I do? This is very common, guys. I have seen it so many times that people think that, oh, prevention is better than cure, I'm taking all the prevention, nothing will happen to me. When was the last time you got a fever with a 1 month notice on your door? Or when did a dog bit you by giving a warning from 10 feet away that, oh, I'm coming to bite you? Oh, it does not happen, right? So you need to be prepared for these rainy days. You must have a health and a medical insurance. It is damn important. Some people will tell me, if I invest that money in a mutual fund, I will get a higher returns. See, even how beautiful a tie is, how beautiful a shoe is, you cannot wear them otherwise. The shoe in your neck will look really, really bad. Okay. Next one is, sometimes people are a little ashamed about talking this because uh, after listening to all the people like me, reading all the blogs and cutting all the corners, they say I have cut everything, but I'm not able to save as much as I should, and I'm not reaching my target. So the problem here is, even if you have cut everything and you are not reaching your target, that means you are in a dire need of starting another source of income. You are aware now that your income is not enough to manage your lifestyle in future, which itself address the third point which we have said. So yeah, guys, these are the top 5 things which I have seen people are scared of asking. If there are any other money questions which you have not asked to anyone else, you can drop in here. You can ask me. If you are not comfortable asking here, you can come to Instagram and ask me all those money fears you have. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. It will help me to grow. Take care until next time. Bye bye.